Thank you for letting me tune in. This is the Coronado Orte Harris Show. I'm the owner of the Global Market, George. They go to all 10-year, 15-year, 30-year corporate, private, and public. And this morning, ladies and gentlemen, there's a lot of people, damsels in distress, a lot of damsels in distress. They down there, they had that rush. They got a rush card, ladies and gentlemen. But Russell Simmons is in trouble. I don't know how Russell Simmons got in trouble. But he's in a lot of trouble, ladies. You know, I don't know. It's because he have money, or maybe the girl with the baby fat. She married a dark-skinned dude. You know, I don't know why Kimora married that dark-skinned dude from Amistad. You know what I mean? The dude from Amistad that he rebelled on the slave ship and beat his master up, and they took the slave ship and went somewhere else. You know what I mean? Like, hey man, where you going with our slave ship? You know what I'm saying? We go with where we want to go. You know what I mean? We want some McDonald's and some Subway. You know what I'm saying, ladies? I'm tired of eating chitlins and grits. And I tell you, ladies, I mean, you'd be imagining that the way to a man's heart is his stomach. That they wanted Subway just that bad. And they wanted a good hearty meal just that bad. That they beat their slave master up and they took that ship. And they rerouted that ship, and they found a Subway, you know, and they found a country kitchen, you know what I'm saying? Because they was tired of eating chitlins, they was tired of it, you know. And then a while later they found out that they was really free. I mean, I don't know, ladies, you know. I don't know how their story was way more valuable to Kimora than Russell. Maybe she seen that man out there, you know, bench pressing, and maybe she seen him doing those curls and sweating, getting ready to be a slave. You know, he's out there getting ready to be prepping to be a slave. And you know, she probably was just in her mind. You know, Kimora might have a strong imagination that she can picture that Russell's behind the desk talking on the phone all day with his legs crossed, and he don't never sweat. You know what I mean? But she had this man getting ready to be a slave, that she'd rather leave all that money to be with a slave. You know what I'm saying? And she reproduced with him. I think they reproduced several times. That they procreated. You know what I mean? I guess sometimes it's not always about the money, Deion Sanders. That's all I could tell you. Deion and Wiley and all you guys. Sometimes not the money. You know what I mean? Sometimes it's not the money why the woman is with the man. You know what I mean? Sometimes it's just not. Well, I tell you, because you know Russell, they always saying he was one of the most successful African American. I think he's African American. Some people said he's Chinese and he's mixed with Tiger Woods and a Chinese woman. I don't know. I don't really know how they go. Some people said that Russell is not really an African American. He's Tiger Blazing. You know what I'm saying? If that means anything to you, that he's Tiger Blazing. But I try to tell you, to get back to the meat of the slave ship that I'm on, you know what I'm saying? And get back to the meat of my slave ship. When I slang this meat, I want to let you know that this rehab session, and the reason why I talk about Russell, because he has a prepaid visa that some of you have in your pocket. And you have your money for the 1st of February at the casino, and it's stuck in the machine that won't give your money back. You know what I mean? I know you had all sevens across that screen. I know it said 77777 as far as you can see, but it malfunctioned. Not responsible for that. Not responsible for the machine not paying you when it was supposed to. Not responsible for that. Hey, this is 5 of a kind. Hey, I'm supposed to have money. Well, man, I tell you like this, lady. Look at the little print on there. What does the print say? It says not responsible when this video game malfunctions. And sometimes that mean is that Barack Obama has spent just that much money that sometimes the casino can't pay you. You see what I'm saying? Because Michelle got to eat. You see what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie to you, like Michelle have to eat, man. I'm trying to tell you, Michelle has a real delectable appetite. And you know, and she's not no skinny girl, you know what I'm saying? Michelle is not a skinny woman. And sometimes because of Obamacare, he had to find ways to feed Michelle and her chillings. You see what I'm saying? And sometimes he just had to tell you, not responsible for this video game or gaming bingo, not responsible for malfunction. You see what I'm saying? Because sometimes Michelle, she hit that panic and she says she's hungry. She want her book to do numbers. She don't want her book to be like Hillary Clinton. She want that book to be on the bestseller. You see what I'm saying? And for some reason, I guess enough people smell that natural. No, it's not natural. I'm gonna say they smell that pheromone when Michelle opened that book up, and a lot of them are hooked on it. You know what I mean? They hooked on that pheromone. You know what I mean? And they smelt in between that book, and they just can't leave her alone. You know what I mean? And I tell you, lady. And now she's actually putting on those expensive attire. But I didn't know that she was going to leave Jay. She left J. Crew. I mean, a lot of people are leaving Jay and his crew. I don't know why. Why Jay and the crew, they're losing like nobody business. Now Michelle, she's into other stuff, like Michael Coronado and all that type of stuff. She's doing stuff like that. Sometimes Louis V and all that stuff. She's doing all kind of Donna Carroll and, all that stuff, and Valentino and all that good stuff. Now I think all the other presidents that are around, they all have smelt that book, when they open it up and they smelt that pheromone chapter. And all of them, yes, they are stiffly in love with that book. Yes, they are, lady. They really are stiffly, and it's hard to get past that pheromone chapter. You know what I mean? But nevertheless, lady, I tell you, the reason why I was talking about this is talk about that Russell Simmer, you know what I mean? Even though he's Tiger Blazing, he's not necessarily African American. I was like, why did Kimora leave that man to be with that man on that Amistad? That he turned that Amistad around. He threw the slave master off the ship because he said he was tired of eating chitlins. You know what I'm saying? And he hoisted that thing around. He hoisted that vessel, and he went and found some country cooking, lady. You know what I'm saying? Then they found out they was free to do anything. And I tell you, and it take a long time for people with etiquette and principle. You have to actually go find another slave master to tell you, man, you supposed to be living like this. You know what I'm saying? You free now. And it's wild, you know what I'm saying? That somebody that was kin to somebody that had you enslaved is now telling you where the finest cuisine is. You go get your cuisine from here. You go get your clothes from this place. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Because he realized how much that slave master lost. Because see, the slave master, he was moving. They was moving to another place. They had everything that meant something to them on that vessel, and they had some booty from other tribes that people never saw before. You know what I mean? They went to those tribes and they were like, damn, look at that big old booty. And see, a lot of times people don't know that booty is treasure. You know what I'm saying? And a pirate's booty, sometimes they call it a pirate's booty, but this time it's not a pirate, you know what I mean? Because that man was really, I think he was a successful landowner and stuff like that, but they had got just that much thick and round booty from other places. They said, we got to take this booty and go somewhere else. And that's what they did. They took that big booty and they took it somewhere because maybe they didn't want the people that they used to live next to see them really enjoying themselves, you know what I mean? They had to go somewhere like a hidden paradise to tear that booty up, you know what I mean? And reproduce and, stuff like that. It's really exotic, especially when you have an artist or somebody to keep those memories for you, to sketch it out and show them how you did it when you opened that booty, you know what I'm saying, and counted it up, you know what I mean? Yeah, it's always good because sometimes your phone gonna shut down. Sometimes people gonna steal your memory card with your pictures on it. Sometimes the internet gonna say they don't know, they can't find your material. But you have that artist perception, put it down real good. You always be able to go back and say, I'll never forget when you took that slave ship that had all that booty on it, you know what I mean? I'm trying to tell you, and all day and night, that's all I did was steady it. And I steadied it, and guess what? Now, You have memories. You always can go back and look at that booty when you open it up and tear it up. You know, it's on that private island. You know. No, not a piece of dessert, lady. Not a piece of dessert. I know what you Magnum PIs are thinking. No, I'm not talking about that. No exclusive island, EIEIO. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? And not McDonald's. You know what I mean? Because just like Michael McDonald said, he keeps forgetting that he don't like you no more. He keeps forgetting that you went down there to Houston and you did it with Mike Jones, you know what I mean? And you did it with Slim Thugger, you know what I mean? And yeah, I forgot, yeah, you cheated on me first. I keep forgetting because that's how much lying that you do. You lie just that much every day that I lost focus on why I left you because you cheated, you know?